Awad Yahweh Hashem Shai Hashem Kakudash. The Lord and the apostles and elders of great mercy and everyone teach about peace and charity, and to the brothers and for corners of spirit, pushing spirit and truth, and it's sincerity. But I'm not that you to show video. And this one will be entitled A Reasonable Service. Because as ministers, men of the Lord, give reverence, give service to the Lord. Alright, so we're going to jump straight into it. In the book of Romans 12 and 1, it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of power, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto power, which is your reasonable service. Yeah, you make your body defense, right? Wholly acceptable, holy meaning what? Separate, acceptable unto the Lord, which is a reasonable service, which is your reasonable service, basically like the minimum you could do, really. Keep it, try and keep your body clean, even in this kingdom, right? So basically, you say live separately, live acceptable unto Lord, unto power, unto the Lord, right? And how exactly he does do that? As a man, we go to the book of Ecclesiastes 12. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear power and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Yeah, this is the whole duty. Fear the Lord, keep his commandments. That's your reasonable service. This is how you make your body a living sacrifice. Right? For power shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Yeah? As the scripture says, the eyes of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Right? So it can't get away from him. He will see everything you do. You know what I mean? Unlike when you're with your brothers. You're one way in the presence and one way out of it. But in everything you do, the Lord will see. Now you see, He'll bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or be bad. That is why the whole duty of man is to what? Fear him and keep his commandments. And that is how you make your body a living sacrifice. Alright? We go down into what did the book called? Joshua 1 and 8. It said, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Yeah? Right? Fear the Lord and keep the commandments, then your way will be prosperous, and then you have success in everything you do, because you fear power and you keep his commandments. And that is the way. Right? There's a reasonable service. So it also works in your favor as well. You know? Psalms 1 and verse 2. This other one says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So basically, we're saying, blessed is the man that is holy, because it would only mean separate, right? Verse 2. What his delight is in what the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Right? And say, and he shall be like the tree planted by the rivers of water, and bringing forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Look at that. You gotta keep the law. Is a reasonable service by fear the Lord, keep his commandments. That is just as simple as it could get. Well, I don't want to use the word simple here, but basically the most basic thing you could do. Alright, go to the Apocrypha, 4 and 1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of power, and the Lord hath endured forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall what? Shall die." Okay? All the precepts are read before meditating the law, and you will be prosperous and all these things. You know, the end result and the end result, that spiritual penny come manifest. But without the law, without trying to keep the commandments of the Lord, without, fulfilling the whole duty of man, which is fearing the Lord and keeping his commandments, you will be counted among the dead. You, you will not have that light in you. And life is light, which is energy. You won't have that spirit on you. You'll be counted among the dead. Right. The second address, 7 and 21. It says, "For power had given strict commandment to such as came, what they should do to live even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment." Yeah. Yes, and because when the Lord and he scourges for amendment, and all these things, the apparitions, the plagues, the famines, the sword, which is already here. You know you'll be covered as well if you was doing your reasonable service to the Lord. Alright, that's only how you will be saved. If you come to really as one of his sheep, or one of the sheep of his flock. And that's what I mean by you come to life, you will live, you will be prosperous. You won't be out there with the dead in spirit that are going to die. And we're not saying all of us going to survive or live, some of us are going to die. So as I was saying before, at the end it will be prosperous for us. We will be up there with your shine. We wouldn't bear the mark of shame, as they say in the scriptures, in the New King. Right? And one of the main things, is that the law is we are as a people. Right? That is because you're not steal pan and fucking carnival and Jubilee and that kind of shit. Right? It's Deuteronomy 4 and 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations which shall hear all these statutes." That is, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who had power so nigh unto them, as Yahweh, or power, our power, is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that had statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which is set before you this day? That is a that is all reasonable service, keeping the commandments of the Lord. Right? That is all they have to do, keep the commandments of the Lord, that is reasonable service. So I hope it was edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. Bashem Kakodash. Until next time, Shalom.